Now, I request our Principal Director, sir, to give a flower pot to Sri Srinivas, sir, Managing Director, Youth Dice and Molds, Private. Now, I request same Principal Director, sir, to give a bouquet to Sanatan Sahu, sir. Now I request B. Srikar sir, technical manager, technical.
And they could not able to join our director and the joint director from Department of Industries. Because of that, we owned programs. However, they convert the wishes for carrying out this workshop on benchmarking studies. And I welcome all the participants, all the ideas, and the purpose behind this type of programs. And apart from that, I welcome all my says that, of course, from 50 industries to the government to establish a common facility center, so that each micro, small, medium entrepreneurs, they can utilize the facility, so that the work can be done in a smoother and a faster manner, so that the technology may be affordable to all the industries. So in this line of contest only, this workshop has been planned, and now it's going on. So I once again, on behalf of my team and Cipet Hyderabad, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all for this event. Thank you for your presence.
Now, role of Maul or die in the.
I was not knowing that I am a guest here. I am only a participant. Praying is what should be useful for the industry. This is my personal experience. We or whatever, there are some skilled people. We or whatever, there are some skilled people interested to work in manufacturing. Now most of them, they go for a white collar job, and manufacturing nobody is interested. So now what my idea is, we have to go to the institute like Cipet or CIP and change some training method so that they are suitable and they go out to industries so that they are able to work. I also thought of starting a training institute because of this problem. We have so many CNC machines in that, but you don't get opportunity. Even if you get maybe after 2-3 months they learn something, they jump up. Again, our industry is becoming a training center. So what I am planning, we will go to institutes like CIP, we request them to change their method of training so that they are able to better train, useful for the industry. This is what my idea is. I cannot speak in this thing and all, that is not my mistake. But what is my expression is this. So we will plan to go to institutes like Cipet, CIP. I am also ex-CIPD long ago. I left CIPD in 1975. I was an employee there. Then started my own way. The hard work or whatever it is. Today we have reasonably what to do, and we have a production unit, injection unit. So these Senior has got a better idea about all these institutes and these things. He will speak to you in better way. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for your inspiring and thought-provoking address. Your sites have added immense value to this occasion. Thank you, and even as students are working with your company, sir, they were very happy and they are learning a lot from you and even Pramod sir also. Thank you very much. And now I invite. Now I invite guest of honor, Scope of Mold-Based Standards, Shri Srinivas sir, Managing Director, Equip Dies and Molds, Engineering Private Limited. Sir will address the gathering now.
Good morning, everyone. I think majority of you must be knowing about Cipet Hyderabad. I'm founder managing director of Cipet Hyderabad, and it is basically a company started for self-employment. Today, we are having employees close to 1200 direct and around 300 to 400 on contract basis. All this was possible since I graduated from Cipet. So I got a great respect to my institute. Thanks to the instructors and those days lecturers who were made me to stand in before you and talking what is the standards we set. And we are one of the first few old-based manufacturers. In fact, our guru is Mr. Tagore. Always I admire him. He is Cipet MD. So from there we had worked for a small time where I was there for a year. Then we started our journey. And today the topic here really, like what Rajan sir told, I'm also not aware what to be taught. Only thing is today Ravi had given me a role of old-based standards. Unfortunately, Ravi, you know better. In India, nobody follows the standards. We started old-based standards with a catalog. Now, I think last 20 years we don't have a catalog. Only DME and Hasco worldwide they are able to sell mold bases with the standards. And today, all the mold bases are made as per design. So the turnaround time, you all must be knowing because most of you must be from the tool making background. Today, any mold will not be similar like it's a human being. We are not similar to each other. There is some change of the shape, whatever it is. So it has a different features. So we have to set a standards. So basically the skill requirement, what Rajan sir has told, is phenomenally high. Thanks, because when we all started, like Rajan sir and we all started, those days CNC machines were not there. We used to do the shaping of die by filing, doing radius gauges and chipping out, carving. Even EDM was the early introduction in 1980s. So EDM was the scarce requirement. So those days graphite was not used. So we used to have a copper electrode and we used to go literally to make some shape. Like those days I remember still where majority of the molds we were making with plastic PET bottles was those days. There was a company here. So even to make a PET bottle with a graphite and copper electrode, we used to go to goldsmith to carve out the fine tiny razor apart from doing the major work by us. Hands-on experience. That was an experience which I recollect when we talk about the skill. And carrying of goods was not today's this thing. Today everything is automated, crane, all these things. We used to, even to load on the machine, we used to have a tripod. So that was more manpower required. So now today totally it is changed. You got UOT cranes, hydraulic cranes, whatnot, scissor lifts, everything is available now. With a very minimal, without what is called lifting holes, etc. Also we can lift the blocks. And for clamping, we used to struggle a lot. To have a standardized clamping also is tough because we have a different set of blocks to be machined. So those things we used to make ourselves and put it as a standard. And today everything is available in market. You can buy everything and you can start clamping, doing machining or this thing. And coming back to the other skill set, which is in the past, like Adritech team is here. So when we started our company, there was no CAD CAM available. So everything was on a big drawing board. One has to have basically a designer where we used to draw with a pencil. To make a complete mold design, it used to take a month plus only, if it is fairly simple. And the 2D drawing also used to come in a 2D format only. So everything we have to visualize, put it on drawing, which is to be understood by the toolmaker. That was the toughest situation, because every detailing we have to do, every dimension we have to do. Today, I always tell this generation team, you are blessed with a golden cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is, you name it. You have everything in hand, everything you can visualize. See what is happening, how do you make the molds, you can visualize all 3D, including how cylinders or gateways are going through and the cooling channels is going through, and you can also do the valuation of the mold, how it is going to perform through mold flow or magma flow in castings and all. So this is a unique experience. We have seen that journey from drawing board to the CAD system today what we are in. So we bought our first CNC machine way back in 1996. Today we have got more than 200 plus CNC machines in our group working. And CAD/CAM systems we started implementing from 96, 97 onwards. So there we have taken a little edge, and today what we are is because of the technology what we could catch it. Now there is again change is coming now after 25, 30 years, so that we need to catch complete digitization, Industry 4.0, all the paperless companies are coming, even in manufacturing. That is a challenge that we are leaving it for next generation to catch up. So it is tough to adopt these technologies, and we have to go on. Coming to the common facility requirement which are highlighted by Ravi. See, most of us are, I do a medium scale only, I am not a large scale. So we have the common problems of every one of us, like small companies started, we don't have CMM afford చేయాలంటే కూడా కష్టం. CMM ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది? ఉంటే CITDలో ఉంటుంది, లేకుంటే సిపెట్లో కూడా ఉందో లేదో నాకు ఐడియా లేదు ఇప్పుడు. ఇవ్వండి, ఓకే, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి చెక్ చేయించుకోవాలి. ల్యాబ్ ఉంటుంది, ప్లాస్టిక్ టెస్టింగ్ ల్యాబ్ కానీ స్పెక్ట్రో ల్యాబ్ కానీ ఫర్ ఎనీ దిస్ థింగ్, ఆ ల్యాబ్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ కానీ. And further going forward, like 3D printing, I was surprised that I think the temple what they are giving it as a memento that is 3D printed in our plastic institute at Cipet Chennai headquarters now. R&D center. Yeah. But R&D center is only in Cipet Chennai. Three places. Okay. So that is 3D printed. So that kind of technologies are rapidly growing. So we need to have one kind of 3D printing facility, because we have started with the 3D printing where we can go it, but that's again very few people can go there. So we have to build our own ecosystem where we have a good quality lab, good testing, good feature thinking, CAD/CAM facility, and it has to be managed by the industry. That will be a better option to pull out. And apart from this, to address our skill gaps, the current students where it is we are every one of us having with a small team of 10-20 employees or 200,000 employees, the problem remains same. The rate of having people not staying back, working on that is more this thing. So to address it, what is my viewpoint is we have to have again training. Yes, bigger companies and all, here we are able to spare some time towards training and development. Small companies is very difficult. So I propose to have a small facility where common one CNC milling, one CNC turning, a small EDM and wire EDM, a test printer, maybe size of this hall may help. One side classroom, other side practical, wherein you get used to it, and it is more this thing like Cipet has it. Cipet again, or CITD, again it is, they have got their own challenges in meeting the academics. Students coming, they don't train. They promise a lot. You can send, we will train, but practically it is not possible. So it is our way of training. We have to make our own syllabus and make it to happen. So these are some few suggestions which I think. Another thing is like we don't have a good heat treatment facility in Hyderabad, vacuum night ready or vacuum hardening or vacuum night ready and plasma night ready. Their facilities are still lagging. So that kind of facility also can be added provided budget or whatever the things comes in. I'm not very aware of this RAM scheme, whatever it is, how it is going to help the industry. So I now request, I think the person who is aggregator rather the implementing agency is here, so better we listen to him. And thank you for the opportunity, Ravi and the Cipet team for inviting me to share my views, what is from the transformation, how it has come, what is our requirements for the coming days to manage our industry where we are in. We are born toolmakers, so we have to take this journey, whether it is ups and downs, and we have to find our way, how we can come. Like Rajan sir was sharing with me, how we started, how we was came to this situation. They are all gurus, and we are the second generation. We are there, and from here onwards, the transformation is with the younger age, with the more of technology, more of pressure, both human as well as the technology. Both the sides there is a pressure. I appreciate the initiative taken by the government of India and the Cipet in enlightening some of the schemes, which is through RAMP it is coming from the Ministry of MSM. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we are deeply grateful to you, sir, for sharing your wisdom and experiences. Your words have really enlightened, encouraged, and motivated to the audience. And even in your company also, our short-term students and students are working with your company. They were very much learning and enjoying, sir. Thank you very much. Even you are giving platform also. And now I invite Ravi sir. Ravi sir, our principal director, sir. Sir wants to speak few words.
Sir, actually, the technology has grown up a leap and bound actually. This particular component was 3D printed based on the powder technology. There is a new field of manufacturing started coming, additive manufacturing technology. We are established at R&D center. I was there before for 5 years. I was working there to do the consultancy project and other things. There is a 3 types of technologies are now available. One is with the wire, plastic material. We can take it in the extruded form of wire, and that will add up the design CAD files, and we can build a 3D models. And only the support is required, which can be dissolved after making the printing. This is supportless. Since the powder is a self-supporting material, you can see the intricacies, the detailing, and the undercuts, which cannot be made by mold alone. That doesn't mean that mold is not required. Mold is required for most of our 90% of the day-to-day activities. But there are certain areas where 3D printing will be playing the major role. And another one is the resin technology also available for the thermoset type of kind of material, where polymerization can be happened in the bed itself. So which has a high good finish. So these are all now basically changing over in the medical in such a way. Yeah, patient is having multiple injury, the bone or whatever may be the place. MRI can be taken. This MRI, we can convert the MRI into 3D models, which is very earlier. Sir is telling about this electrode and other things. I could remember in Cipet that time there is no EDM, but we used to do job work outside. We used to make the electrode, but making the roughing electrode and finishing electrode, we take the acid and we will make a common diameter and dip it into that and see how much shrinkage it happens. Then based on that we make a spark gap and we will make the profile electrode. We do a lot of R&D works. But and all these things now it is a child game now. But the problem what we are facing is the manpower. So now I made a concept from the last year onwards. Manpower where the demand is supply. There are those who are working in the organization. Sir is telling some around 1200 people are working. See, now the market is the lucrative business. Everybody is driving, even the engineering student is driving into Zomato. So many options are there. They are working on the controlled environment. I am here in this education field for the past 34 years. They are working on the controlled environment. That means ACs, and they can see lot of people moving around in the mall, and they have everything in the house. They are only doing for the time pass. They are because the age is like that. and they don't have passions what is to be done for the future. They never think more than 1 year, today's generation. So this what happens, we are not getting a qualified quality students like we are getting into the IIT, and moreover the diploma lacks in the market value. So what I suggest is all those industries they can send their own employees who is working more than 10 years, and their children can be, because they knows their fathers are working in that field for so many years. They knows what is the value and it is a long term benefit. A person working in the tooling industry, he can become an entrepreneur after 10 years by knowing more many things. And those people already they grown up the family with that. So now I started writing to the industries also. If any such employees are there, they can sponsor, or we have our own sponsorship to pay the fees also. So that the person who has been dwelled in that can come to that field. It is there in every field, in politics also there, in film also there, everywhere. Their own son and daughters only they are taking up, and why not in our field also? So that this type of skill gap can be little bit reduced. The way the industries are opened, many people started business. It is very difficult because this is the where the opportunity given for the IT industries and other white collar jobs, we can say. People are not habituated to stand for 6 hours. That is the stamina also there. What food we have taken, we may not be knowing. Our sons and daughters are getting the same type of food. Packing only we are seeing. What is the strength in that? We don't know. They have so many problems in the medical also. We have so many clinics are opened. So all those things to be taken in care. So we are reforming it and we are upgrading with our head office also. We will see that certain things will be coming out good. And as sir told, Senior sir, we will be planning, we are suggesting also sir, one common facility center which has all this type of new technology, so that people need not to worry about till the completion of the mold to see the component. The moment they design, even for the design also many people are struggling it for the mini industries and micro industries and small industries. They except vernier and vernier caliper and micrometer. For three-dimensional they have to struggle and they have to catch hold of this type of people. There are scanning cameras we are going to suggest it. The scanning cameras even for inspection also batch production they can scan it and the 3D model can be generated with the dimensions. That can be a benchmark so that all other can be matched. Even CMM also over now. We can go to the scanning cameras to make the benchmark component and we can compare the batch component also. And it will give with the GD&T tolerance so that we can create a model and it can be printed and it can give to the customer to validate the component, or any addition or deletion in the futures can be added. That also can be updated and you can go for the mold design and molding. These are all the facilities where only 10% of your work you take more times. So these type of facilities like sir suggested for the furnace and other things, even for the mold maintenance also we can have a robotic welding which can come to your place and it can be welded. So these are all a small things which can be added benefit to the industries so that they can need not to wait for the skilled people which can be replaced by AI and other technologies. I hope that will give a lot of benefits to the tooling industries, which I had fortunate to work for the 5 years. I came to know all these knowledge. So this is the things which I want to suggest, sir. Thanks for your input, sir, Rajan sir and Senior sir, and of course the elder generations has more passions and time, and I could see that we have been waiting for so many hours. Thanks for your passions, presences. Once again, I can convey my sorry for not happening on time. Thank you very much for your presence, sir. We are extremely happy to be your presence and all the inputs. And at the forum, we will start now. Sanathan sir, please, you can give the benefit about this scheme so that it will be very useful for the industries.
Thank you, sir, for your experiences. And now I invite the progress of RAM program in terms of output and outcome so far. Now I invite Sanathan Sahu sir from Grant Thornton Bharat LLP to address the gatherings.
Sir, please keep it 2 minutes time. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry for the little technical error in our PowerPoint presentation. And respected Sri Rajan Sahab, today's chief guest is the managing director of Mrs. Hyderabad Dyes and Molds. Respected Sri Srinivas sir, the managing director from Cipet Dyes and Molds, Engineers Private Limited, Hyderabad. Our respected Sri Ravi sir, the principal director of Cipet, who is a real stalwart in the plastic and polymer industry. And my co-speakers, all the senior officers of our Cipet, and my dear friends, industrialists, industry representatives from tools and die making industry of Telangana. It is my proud privilege to be here to discuss about the implementation of RAM program Telangana. Before that, for brief introduction, I am Sanatan Sahu. I am the team lead of a 5 members consultant engaged in the Director of Industries. And there is scheme known as RAM
raising and accelerating of MSME performance. This is a World Bank supported central sector scheme being implemented by Ministry of MSME Government of India across the country. There are about 6,000 crores has been allotted for this project, and our Telangana is one of them. Telangana, the state Telangana has been approved with the fund of 117 CR for the implementation of the RAM program in the state. And for the project monitoring, the assistance, the consultancy support has been taken from GT Grant Thornton, and I am working as a consultant in Grant Thornton, who is the project monitoring unit for the implementation of RAM program in Telangana. Today, in this meeting, our Honorable Director, Nikhil Chakraborty sir, and our Joint Director, MSME, who is the Nodal Officer for RAM, Mr. Madhukar Babu, was supposed to be here, but due to certain urgency, they could not participate, and I have been asked to discuss the points even on behalf of Director of Industries. So it is my proud privilege to be here to address on the subject, that is implementation of RAM program in Telangana, and we'll discuss in two different pages. Number one, we'll discuss about the program, its objectives, and what are the different project components, and in the second stage, we'll discuss about the specific project components, that is benchmarking study for the technology gaps in the sectors, thrust sectors in Telangana, and how the Cipet, one of the implementing agency, is implementing this project, what are the expectations from the industries, and how this project components can be implemented very, very effectively with the total support of the industries, our implementing Cipet, and again our implementing body, the state, the Director of Industries, and Minister of MSME Government of India. The RAM program, that we know that our MSME sector plays a very, very significant role for the socio-economic development of the nation. In one end, it has contributed a lot for the GDP earning for the country. It has employed huge employment manpower. After agriculture, MSME sector is the second employing sector. Not only that, MSME plays a very important role to earn foreign exchange through exports. While saying so, we all know that MSME sector have different challenges altogether in terms of finance, marketing, technology, management, skilling, skill manpower, skill gap, etc., etc. And we know that COVID-19 came in between 19 and 20, rather 21. There is a very big setback for the MSME sector. Lot of problems were there, lot of constraints were there. There was labor migration, there was a market problem, and many other problems came into the picture. And to regenerate the MSME status, to rejuvenate the MSME sector in whole, the RAM program came in between. And in the year 2022, the RAM program was launched in India, in the country, with about 6,000 CR, having 40% from the World Bank and 60% from the Government of India. And now it is being implemented in all 33 districts, and our state is one of them. Very objective of the scheme is to strengthen institutions at both national and state level, to strengthen, to enhance the capacity, to build the MSME ecosystem for the ease of governance and ease of manufacturing in the country. It also aims at integrating the technology platforms in different sectors. It may be innovation, it may be manufacturing, it may be testing, it may be digital or transformation, and any other things. So another firm is the firm capabilities and access to market is very important, because the market, both in terms of local domestic market as well as the export market, MSME has to improve its capacity, and the RAM program is aimed at that. There is another problem is that always in the MSME sector, especially the financing receivables is a very big concern. Although MSME Act specified that with 45 days the receivables should come, many times it takes quite long time, and many times disputes come in between. So, in order to address, in order to strengthen, in order to the receivable management system, RAM program is aimed at. Greening and gender participation is another core area of concern for the MSME sector when we are talking the global context. And greening of industries in terms of energy efficiency, in terms of waste reduction, in terms of optimum utilization of resources, in terms of reduction of carbon footprints. These are all the areas of concern which World Bank always look at. And that's why our RAM program, being a World Bank project, is aimed at for this. And like our managing financial market, this online dispute resolution mechanism is very much important. And in every state, the resolution mechanism is available, and how it can be enhanced is also being aimed at under this RAM program. In 3rd October 2023, the SIP for the Telangana was approved with 117.35 CR, and SIP was approved in February 2024, and formally it was launched by Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana in September 2024, along with the launching ceremony of new MSME policy. There are 10 project components being implemented by 10 implementing agencies who are almost the state or central government-owned organizations. Very quickly, you can see the things. It's a consolidated MSME database which is being implemented by Commissioner of Industries. Setting up enterprise development centers at DICs being implemented by NIMSME. Center for Design Excellence Code is being implemented by IIT Hyderabad. Import substitution, we'll discuss all these points in due course in our subsequent slides. Import substitution being implemented by TGTPC, and reviving distressed MSMEs by extending debt financing, that is bridge loans, and also equity financing by our TISCL, Telangana Industrial Health Clinic. Then greening MSMEs is being implemented by RICH. Then there are many SHGs are functioning in the state, several groups, and how it can be formalized, how it can be upscaled to the MSMEs is being implemented by ALIP. Then Women Acceleration Program to promote the women entrepreneurs, women startups. It is being by Women Entrepreneurship Hub, that is We Hub. And then identification and development of MSME export champions through conducting RBSMs, reverse bias mix. It is being implemented by DGTPC. Then, last but never the least, rather it is the top most category as far as the Directorate of Industry is concerned. They have taken it as a real benchmark for the RAM program, that is benchmarking study to assess sectoral technology gaps. Both Cipet and CITD are the implementing agencies. Now, we'll go through each component very quickly with a special focus on our project component. Objective of the first component, that is consolidated MSME database, is to create a unified database of MSMEs in Telangana. Now, about 30 lakhs MSMEs are functioning as per the Udyam Registration is concerned, but it is quite more than that of the Udyam registered units. But there is no as such database regarding the information of MSMEs functioning in the state. So under this component, a total database is being prepared, which is being implemented by our Commissioner of Industries. And here we have to map all the MSMEs to Udyam portal and facilitate formalization. Those who are working in the informal sector or even the prospective entrepreneurs, they have to be formalized to the MSMEs. Whether activities are data collection from the various resources, I feel proud to say that the data has been collected from 17 different sources where the MSMEs are directly linked. It may be the state government or central government organizations. State government like electric department, GST, labor department, and many other departments who are directly related to our MSME sector. About 84 lakhs information was collected from all 17 departments and they have been unified. About 56 lakhs was shortlisted, and out of that again integration has been deduplication has been taken place because the same number may be available in other departments. So deduplication has been done, and out of 84 lakhs we have come to 56 lakhs. Now all the 56 lakhs units are getting mapped. And then what will happen? API integration will be there so that any MSME registered in any organization can be directly mapped and a unified database can be real-time upgradation will be possible. Second component is EDC. That we know that DIC, district industry centers, are there in all districts functioning under the aegis of Department of Industries, and the very core objective is to develop and promote MSMEs throughout the districts. And at the same time, we also know that there is a definitely need of further improvement for close coordination support, and the EDC, Enterprise Development Cells, has been created in all districts with the two officers under this RAM program. One is manager EDC, another is asset and manager EDC, and they will be the first point of contact at the district level to monitor, to cooperate, to guide, to facilitate, to mentor the both prospective as well as the existing entrepreneurs. So it has already been operational in all districts. Then in all districts, Udyog Sahayak centers have been operational. It is not in all district level, it is at the central level, NIMS may. So the people can reach to the Udyog Sahayak for their problems, for their queries and informations, and the officers there, they will provide the necessary information. Whatever they are not knowing, they will pass on to the next level. Again, there are need of BDS, business development service providers, is there to help to accelerate the performance of MSMEs. So business development providers, service providers across the state will be mapped, they will be listed, whatever the services are being offered, that is also part of this EDC component. Then at the same time, DIC officers and industry association officers and executives, they need the capacity building. Under this component, 120 programs are being planned for both, for the district industry centers and the industry association, as well as for the MSMEs directly, to be conducted at the district level. Similarly, VDP's vendor development programs are being planned under this component. About 16 vendor development programs, sector-specific vendor development programs will be conducted in the states under the capacity, and for the MSMEs, the needy industries, MSMEs can be provided the hand-holding support to upscale their capacity. Under third component, this is Center for Design Excellence that is being implemented by our institute, Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Hyderabad, and very specific concern is to provide design consultancy support to the MSMEs and to assist the MSMEs to adopt the cutting edge technology. They will also understand the skill gaps as far as design is concerned, and skill development training programs shall be conducted. And not only that, in all industries wherever the design is a very big concern, incubation of ideas shall be promoted also through startups or through directly mentoring the MSMEs. Not only that, another very good component is there, that is craft documentation. We know that in Telangana, a lot of crafts are there, and how this documentation can be possible and how it can be linked towards GI indication, that is also very much GI registration, that is also a prime area of concern. That's why craft documentation to be taken place. Similarly, certain NSQF compliant courses have to be developed, but again on the specifically on designing interventions that will be carried out under this component. Then the import substitution, we know that we are still importing a lot of materials or products from other countries, which is we are using our money for the we are using the foreign exchanges, and we are also agree that our MSMEs in the country are well capable to manufacture those products which are primarily imported. It is but there is a very big gap what we import and what we produce. In this component, it has been targeted to identify high thrust sectors where the import value is quite high, import value is quite high, and how these products can be identified and how these prototypes can be developed in association with the national level institutes like CITD, Cipet, or IIT, or other leading technology-based organizations, and even testing laboratories, research center, CSIR labs, and after production of that prototypes, testing, and handholding support can be there for 100 MSMEs to manufacture to import substitution products. Next component is our regarding the finance. We know that MSME, especially after COVID-19, there was a very big challenges as the financing is concerned. There is a problem in fund flow, and working capital is a very big issue to sustain the business, day-to-day business. That's why our TISL is there, Telangana Industrial Health Clinic. That is a department, government of Telangana organization. They are very proactive to support the industries. And under this component, it has been targeted to enhance the capability, strengthen the capability of TISL, and also to support the stressed MSMEs, financially stressed MSMEs by both debt financing as well as equity financing. Debt financing, certain bridge loans can be provided up to 25 to 40 lakhs rupees of need-based finance can be provided by TISL. And under this category, 110 MSMEs have been targeted, out of which 108 will be for debt financing and 2 will for equity financing through listing in NSE. Next component is our greening component, that is mapping energy intensive MSMEs in clusters, and here the REACH is the implementing agency, and we know that there is always a need of improving our technology as per the energy efficiency is concerned. And not only that, it is also required to focus on the waste reduction. It is also required to reduce the carbon footprints, which has to be targeted not from the state perspective or national perspective, rather global perspective. And this component is being implemented by REACH. Here, 15 energy intensive sectors have been identified, and then from that, then it will be mapped digitally. Not only that, there will be given awareness how they can adapt the technology, greening technology in their day-to-day process. And in 6P, that is greening of MSMEs, is intended to do that. And here, about 2,000 MSMEs have to be identified where there is scope of energy efficiency and how this technology, advanced technology, can be used therein, and what audit will be there, energy audit will be there, and pre-audit and post-audit, they will be linked to the other schemes. Especially, you know that there are two schemes, SPICE and another GIFT, which is being implemented by SEDBI for the adopting the greening technology, and this has been targeted to link the real potential MSMEs, where those who are coming forward to adopt the greening technology can be provided to them. Next one is another significant component, women, to empower the women enterprises, and we know that 8 lakhs of SHGs are functioning both in the urban and rural area in the state through under MEPMA, and soil. And these, most of the SHGs are normally social and they are not in the economic activity, although they are in the capability. So, under this component, it is targeted to reach at least 1,500 SHGs across the states. If over 10 members are in SHG, 15,000 SHG members has to be reached under this component to identify their potentiality, to bring them to the manufacturing sector or service sector, business entities, and for them hand-holding support will be provided under this component. Not only that, 500 startups, women startups also will be targeted under this category to provide hand-holding support and to help them to come to the mainstream of MSMEs. While doing so, 100 MSME trade counselors has to be developed who can provide the support to the MSME in rural. So these are the core areas where the seventh component is dedicated. And next one is our empowering women entrepreneurship, women accelerators program, and especially 140 women enterprises has to be seen potentially, and for the intervention period, handholding support will be given so that they can scale up their performance at least 2 weeks. So we have is the implementation and series of exercises, series of activities have been earmarked for that. Next component is like import we have done here also in order to promote export, to make the export champions. This component is dedicated. That is creation of export champions. Export champions through organizing reverse buyer seller meet. We know buyer seller meet. We have the buyers and seller will be invited and the interaction will be taken place. But here the reverse buyer seller meet, where the sellers are the main focus and the buyers will be coming and the interactive session will be conducted there in order to find the potential buyers internationally. And there are 5 different sectors have been identified for that, and for each sector 2 RBSMs has to be conducted, covering about 10 international buyers and 50 MSMEs, and these buyers should be invited at least 3 to 5 different countries, and at the end of the day the MOU can be signed between the prospective and potential MSMEs with the buyers, international buyers. Not only that, export guide also will be prepared and other different documentation things also can be given to all these participants. Now coming to our area, the second phase that our second area is very important. That is the benchmarking study of technology gaps in the first sectors. We know that the MSMEs sectors are always aiming at rather not whether it's aiming or not aiming, but definitely they have to be competitive, both the national level as well as the international level. The productivity must have to be enhanced for the not only for the progress but also for the sustenance. And when we are talking about progress, productivity improvement, competitiveness, quality improvement, etc., technology is a very important role. As such, MSMEs are definitely they are using certain technology, and it cannot be ruled out that there is the need of advanced technology. And the technology in the best practice units is something else. Or in the global context, the international requirement is different. But we also understand that it is not good, it is not at all feasible as a part of MSMEs, those are functioning to search, to identify and to adopt advanced technologies. Although they are very much interested in time consuming, it is money constraint, it is expert constraint, many constraints are there. That's why under this RAM program, in order to help, in order to support the MSMEs in terms of benchmarking technology, this component has come. The very objective is to assess the current state of technology, what present MSMEs is using in a specific sector. Then study has to be done in the national or international level, what is happening worldwide. And after the comparison, we have to suggest a set of advanced technology. Again, this advanced technology in different levels. And after that, a report has to be prepared. And benchmarking study report has to be prepared, and this report has to be submitted to the government of Telangana for the necessary interventions for their support. These are the basic objectives. Objective is to create the awareness and to improve the adaptability of advanced technology in the MSME sector. So there are different stages are there. First stage is identification of a third sector, and both CITD and Cipet, both at the national level institutes, they have already identified. And our Ravi sir, during his deliberation, he has categorized all the 10 sectors. Out of 10 sectors, our dice and molds is one of the very vibrant sector. And it is understood that this sector needs the technological support for its advancement as well as for adoption of the benchmark technology what is happening worldwide. After identification, the orientation program is conducted. This is the orientation program. Orientation basic objective of this program is to give first-hand information about the project component, what is going to happen. Unless until the MSME or it is being properly informed about the project component, it's very difficult to understand the actual things. So, in order to provide first-hand information, the orientation program is being conducted. The likelihood benefits has to be discussed. Likelihood roadmap, how to conduct the study needs to be discussed. Here what happened? The next step? Next step is that we have to select about 50 units, and already have been, I think, more than 25 dying and mold sector has been selected, and it has been already, the study is going on. So further identification should be there where the technology adoption is possible. So now field study will be there. The representatives, that is domain experts from Cipet or even from outside, they will be visiting the identified units, and they will study the current state of technology, what is happening right at the moment. While doing that, they will also understand the technological challenges. What are the key challenges the present MSME is being facing continuously? So those has to be written down. After 50 MSMEs study, that is study on the current state of technology, then all the challenges has to be brought together. If at least 5 to 10 challenges will be there, somewhat 50 means 500 challenges will be there. But 500, there will be many duplications. All challenges cannot be addressed. So priorities will be taken place. 10 to 12 or maximum 15 challenges can be shortlisted, and for that again one brainstorming session will be there with the stakeholders. You people have to sit together. These are the 4 challenges in the dyes and mold sector, and for this the benchmarking study has to be done. And how the benchmark study has to be done? The benchmarking study will be done in 3 ways. Number 1, desktop research. The domain experts are there, the faculty members are there. They will study in the computer. They know that what are the sources of technology, national level magazines or international level journals or symposiums, wherever it is possible. They have to research the reports, available reports and journals. Not only that, group will be visiting the benchmarking units. There will be some units in the state or in the country. If required, it may be abroad, wherever it is. The benchmarking will be done, study will be done in the respective units, and the better practices are being happened. Where we feel that we are here, but in so and so company, this level technology is being used. So those units have to be identified. At least 5 units, such units will be visited again by domain experts, and they will come with the ideas. Not only that, many in national level or international level exhibitions and fair being organized, and experts can go there. They can also understand what is happening in the national level or global level, and those technology can be. And they have to do the cost-benefit analysis. Cost-benefit analysis keeping in view of 3 different things. Number 1, they have to adaptability. Number two, adaptable in different scales, because one particular technology may be adaptable at a lower scale, a very higher scale, which may not be possible at a lower scale, and vice versa. So, your cost benefit analysis will be done in the different levels. For the junior low scale area, medium scale, and higher scale of the units. Then one report has to be prepared. So before finalizing, again validation should be taken place. Validation, whatever has been suggested, whatever has been studied, it has to be validated again with the stakeholders, with the MSMEs, user MSMEs, it may be with the expert organizations, it may be with the again domain experts, because Cipet is having a wide network throughout the nation. There are same experts from the other institute, maybe other research institute. Then they have to sit together, they have to validate the information, what is being happened in current state, then advanced, then this suggested technology, then report is prepared. Not only that, they have to give a roadmap. They will suggest a roadmap to Government of Telangana. In this roadmap, again having the two directions. Number one is what can be possible at individual level, at the same time what can be possible at cluster level or integrated level. Individual level, 3 tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and when we are talking the integrated approach, cluster approach, like common facility centers, like the Vishal was saying. And both the things, common facility centers and adoption of advanced technology, both are the components of our new industrial policy. So necessarily it will be linked to that industrial policy. So after the end of the day, the technological benchmark study will be prepared and will be submitted to the Government of Telangana. Not only that, it will be an eye-opener, it will be a real mentoring support for you, the industries who are working in this, where in the same sector. So you can understand how the benchmark study is important, how it can work as a handbook with you, that you can understand. And while saying so, I must emphasize that it will be simply impossible unless until your close involvement, your deep concern is there. It will be simply impossible. When the people will visit your units, your cooperation is required to understand what is really happening now, what are the core challenges. Not only that, after challenge again you have to sit together whether the challenges are having really prioritized or not, or any prioritized challenge is missing, or something else can be added. Not only that, even which benchmarking units should be visited. Not only that, which journals or research papers has to be understood, and finally whether all the findings are really included or not, and the report is really meaningful or not. So this is a very, very important and vibrating project component, and your all possible support is very much required. That's why this orientation program is made. I will take 1 more minute to say that, because it is the gathering where the MSMEs are there. There are different schemes, MSME champion schemes. It may be lean management practices in your units to improve the productivity. It may be the Z, zero effect schemes, gold, silver, and platinum. That schemes are there, and it may be incubation scheme. It may be our design interventions. There are many schemes are there. Champion schemes, MSME champion schemes are there, and I will urge all of you to go through that. This MSME DOCO is the real one-stop information for those all schemes, and you please try to do that. Under this component, it is expected if 50 units are there, at least 50 units should be covered either any of the outcomes. That is, it may be Z, or it may be lean, or it may be incubation, or it may be other design. With this, even ONDC, you know that open net digital commerce is there, where you can register yourself for the facilitating your marketing support. That is also there. So all the things information can be available from our MSME DOCO, our Department of Industries, Cipet, and please try to seize those lines which can be really ended and you can get it. But to repeat again, the benchmark study is an important area of concern, not only for the government of Telangana, but to the MSME fraternity in the particular sector. In the end of the day, we are getting a benchmarking study to understand what the technology is being adopted, is being practiced in better practicing units, and what the possibility to adapt them, both at individual level as well as cluster level. And with this, I will conclude. If any things are there, or any questions or any queries are there, I would love to address. And anything you want to add or anything, ask or anything. Okay, thank you so much, and I all sincerely or all kind cooperation, positive approach to make this benchmark study total successful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Your well-structured and detailed information was really valuable to us, and thank you very much for your patience and your addressing audience. Now I invite Shri Shrikar Sama Kona, Application Engineer, Adroit Tech Engineering Solutions. Sir will deliver lecture on CAD with AI integration.
A very warm welcome to all of you, and a very good morning, or if I should say good afternoon to each and everyone present over here. My name is Shrikar Sharma, and I represent Adroitech Engineering Solutions, Hyderabad, and I am an application engineer at Adroitech Engineering Solutions. We have been a leader of CAD, CAM, and a lot of online and based solutions, and a lot of mechanical software solutions for almost 3 decades till now. So without further ado, I'll just like to present what is the technology gaps that we have been seeing these days, and what is the technology gaps that you might not be aware of, because a lot of us have been very older graduates, and these days technology has been evolved a lot. It has gone a lot far. So for that, I just have to showcase you with a small presentation. So yes, today's title is actually, what I want to tell you is how AI is being integrated into mechanical CAD software, which I'll be focusing upon PTC Creo today. So the main agenda for today's session is I'm going to talk about what Adroitech is and what we have been doing for the past 3 decades. And then I'll be talking about what is Creo and how Creo can be used in a lot of organizations and what are its core capabilities, followed by the tooling and manufacturing capabilities that Creo has internally with it. And also we have been developed a few softwares based upon PTC Creo, which will directly help you to reduce your manual tasks, reduce your repetitive tasks one by one on a usual daily basis. And at last I'll be talking about the esteemed clientele that we have for this. So yes, as I mentioned, Adroitech is a 3-decade-old company. We have been the leader of CAD, CAM, PLM, and a lot of solutions. To be entirely honest with you, we are the first company to import Autodesk software inside India. As Ravi sir has mentioned earlier that people used to practice on drafters and a lot of A3 drawing sheets. Even I was a graduate student. I'm a 2021 passed out student. So even my syllabus used to not have CAD implementations and all these softwares. I personally practiced my drawing sessions using A3 drawing charts, using drafters. So I am one among you as well. So from that generation, it was just back in 2021, and it has just been 4 years. So from that CAD drafters, from that drawing sheet methodology, we have evolved into a different 3D modeling softwares, which is CAD, which is a widely used software from a lot of industries in India and outside of India, from a lot of manufacturing industries as well. So Adroitech is the first company to bring Autodesk. You might be knowing AutoCAD as well. So AutoCAD is a product of Autodesk, and Adroitech has been the first company where we have bought Autodesk inside India. We have given the Autodesk to a lot of companies around here. So indirectly, I'm proud to tell that we have been the first company to introduce CAD to India. So our vision is to be globally respected technology company and to positively contribute to all the kinds of manufacturing industries across India. And our mission is to provide the technology with all the manufacturing engineers to all the mechanical engineers out there who should be known that technology is evolving each and every day, and we have been a part of it, providing and educating all these people every day as well. So now, talking about what exactly is Creo. Creo is a CAD software. CAD is computer-aided design, or you can also say computer-aided drawing as well. So Creo, a lot of us actually, since we are very older graduates, since we have been practicing a lot with drawing and drafters, a lot of us will only know CAD softwares and CAD solutions only as a 3D modeling software. Like we only can make a few 3D model designs like pistons or few very minimal designs. But today CAD is not only focusing on 3D models this way. CAD also has a lot of capabilities I have mentioned there. We also can do concept design. If you just have a very basic idea of what your product might look in the future or what your product want to be based upon desired requirements, that concept can also be designed using CAD over there. We also have a parametric technology. Creo is a parametric software which has a lot of constraints, which has a lot of dimensions and geometry tolerances. That is a very basic 3D CAD model. Followed by simulation, if you want to test any load stresses, if you want to test any tensile loads, if you want to test in any type of simulation activities that has to be performed on your part, CAD software, Creo is also a part of simulation. Followed by manufacturing, which I'll get into detail in the coming slides. And we can also communicate with each other teams using CAD software. We don't have to use Microsoft Teams, or we don't have to use our WhatsApp in order to communicate between two different processes. CAD is also equipped with a communication tool this way. So CAD is not just a software where 3D models can be manufactured or 3D models can be designed. CAD is a suite of all these 5 different domains where a drawing or a designer might require from initial stage to the end of the stage of manufacturing as well. So what exactly is CAD is comprised in this particular day, not an older generation CAD, a present generation, today's generation CAD file. CAD is a parametric design software, as I have mentioned. It also has a powerful assembly engine. We can also annotate few 2D and 3D drawings with documentation purposes as well. And there is also multi-CAD data exchange. If you are not only familiar with CAD, if your organization is equipped with few other CAD softwares as well, be it SolidWorks, be it NX as well, those have a different formats, and Creo is having a different format. But Creo has got an idea where we can integrate all those softwares together. So whatever the drawings or whatever the part models that you have made or designed using the different SolidWorks or a different type of CAD software, those part models can directly be imported inside Creo itself using that multi-CAD data exchange. Followed by, as I mentioned earlier, 3D model is not just a CAD software in the present generation. Manufacturing purposes and a lot of points since the beginning. Now, coming to the very you have all known about what AI is doing in the current generation and how a lot of software engineers are working different type of AI tools this way. So now Creo is usually a mechanical CAD software where we can use it for 3D modeling and multiple design purposes. In that particular constraint, Creo has already introduced AI integration inside the CAD software itself. So now it's not like you just have and will automatically design it for you. That's not how it works. Creo, it has to be us sitting in front of the computer, and then he has to be sitting in front of the computer, and then he has to design the CAD model, the 3D model by himself. But if you don't have any proper idea of how your CAD model is going to be, you don't have to Google it again, you don't have to go for YouTube to search how this model might work or how this particular part model should be looking at. No, this AI will directly help you, this AI will directly guide you on how that particular part will look like. I also have a photo here. Right. So this is a new generation of Creo. Here I have a flower vase part model with me, and there if you can see in this particular dialog box, I can directly see what is the exact materials that can be used to my part model. I can also, rather than going into tools, rather than finding out the whole weight of the body, I can just ask this AI tool like what exactly is the weight or what is the approximate weight or mass capabilities of my tool is. And this is just like a mobile conversation where we use in our daily life, in our WhatsApps or Twitters or Facebook. So that is exactly how you can have a conversation with the Creo application itself. So This way you can find out the math capabilities, this way you can have the simulation results with you. So you don't have to manually learn, or you don't have to know in and out about Creo parametering. This AI tool will help you to guide you. This AI tool will help you to make you learn, make you understand on each and every capabilities that Creo is currently having. Coming to the next one, which is tooling and manufacturing. As I've mentioned, until now I've been in touch with a lot of students from different colleges in Hyderabad. I've been in touch with a lot of freshers, fresh engineers who are just taking charge as GETs, as design engineers in various organizations. And I was asking one day, like whenever I meet these people, I was like, the first very question is, I just asked them, like, what exactly do you think CAD is capable of? And all they say is CAD is a 3D modeling software. We can just make models, we can just make few designs. They know nothing about the different capabilities that CAD is having. Me being a 2-year experience in advanced engineering solutions, I personally know what exactly is Creo and different CAD is capable of. CAD is not a 3D model software. Sorry, CAD is not just a 3D model software. CAD also has different capabilities as stated in that particular slide. CAD is capable of tool design. We can also manufacture different type of molds in it. We can design molds in it. We also have progressive die extension. We can also work on milling surfaces, turning lathe machines as well. We can find out, we can pick a direct lathe machine inside the Creo environment. We can work on different type of models. It will give us an output of how the modeling is going to perform. It will also give us an output of how our part will be looking out at the final stage. We also have few different extensions called production machining extension and complete machining extension as well, with respect to high-speed milling and high-speed advanced milling. So based upon your user requirement, this CAD software is capable of multiple different type of extensions, which will not only cover the designing part, it will also cover various other capabilities. Directly take a 3D printer with you based upon your desired requirements. You can directly import a CAD model into it, and it will showcase you with all type of features that are available inside of your 3D printed part will be at the end of the product. So this way you can also simulate on the 3D part environment so that you can know in the initial stage what type of plastic should be used, what type of materials that should be used for your 3D printing model. So in order to calculate before coming to this one, I'd just like to talk a different thing now. This is like a personal opinion. So, me being as an application engineer from Advatech Engineering Solutions, we are 3 different persons who has attended this particular session today. So, I am a proud alumni of CITD. Before I did my masters in Chandigarh University, Punjab, I have done a 6 months course from CITD. So, I can proudly see that I am a part of the alumni of CITD, and it's been introducing me since the beginning of this session. And we also have Akhil Ramani, who is also one of the colleagues of my PTC team, who is currently being in touch with various employees from CITD and Cipet. So we advertise engineering employees are not anyone from IITs or not from big universities or very vast universities. We are proper mechanical students. Can you just check this, please? Yeah, I got it. So yeah, we are not from a big colleges. We are a proper mechanical engineers who are very deeply invested and who are very deeply interested in learning a lot of mechanical workflows which has been going from past 200 or 100 years, and this particular, me belonging to this particular generation, I am able to educate Fani Kumar and Akhil in the current generation of CAD solutions. So it's not always a CAD drawing solutions, or it's not always a drafting solution or a CAD environment. At the end of the stage, all we need is a product. At the end of the stage, all we need is a drawing sheet, and at the end, all we need is a manufactured product. These are just different type of means where we can do, where we can work on different drawing sheets, or where we can work on different CAD models. It is just a user-friendly environment. So at the end, we all are mechanical engineers, and at the end, all we need is a finished part or a finished goods. That's one thing that I wanted to conclude. Right. So at the end, I just want to mention that we have developed few softwares which will be integrated with PTC Creo itself. And there, the first one is Excel-based automation. Consider if you are having a 3D model with you, where you want to just change a bit of dimensions for that 3D model, where it can be implemented or where it can be provided with a different outcome. So rather than going into the CAD environment again, rather than designing the whole 3D model again, this Excel-based automation will directly help you just with few parameters. You just have to update your parameters inside an Excel sheet, and that will directly change your entire CAD model based upon the user's requirement. Followed by design QC tool, where a QC person will usually manually enter all his dimensional data and all his geometric dimension intolerances. This tool will directly automate all your quality check environment. Followed by design parameter manager to automatically add multiple bulk set of parameters in one single 3D model. Followed by design conversion tool, where you can change or exchange different type of CAD part models with step format or IGS format. We have these type of tools developed by Adrotic Engineering Solutions, which will automate your repetitive tasks this way. And we also have bulk renaming tool, which will automatically rename your thousands of hundreds of part files within a short time period. Followed by bulk PDF publisher, which will automate your drawing sheets, Creo drawing sheets, the .drw drawing sheets into PDF formats within few seconds of time. So the automation is the key word that I want to use in this particular generation and today's environment of CAD. So we don't have to manually take drawing sheets, we don't have to invest our precious time in each and every single workflow that CAD is having this day. Instead, we have developed these type of tools which will automate all our usual workflows, which will automate usual manual work things that are going to happen in the current generation of manufacturing workflow. And these are Adrotic's esteemed clientele. We are part of different engineering domains since 3 decades, as I mentioned. So these are usual clients for machinery and equipment. We are also into tooling and manufacturing. As I mentioned earlier, that we personally are from Cipet and CITD alumni. MSME Group and Cipet has also been our esteemed clients since 2 decades till now. So we have been serving them with different type of 3D printers, different type of CAD materials, different type of CAD tools as well since 2 decades. And we also have aerospace and defense presence as well. We are a proper client. We are an esteemed, proudest clientele for all the major organizations that are available in India, for namely DRDO, RCI, DLR. Majority of defense industries in India are working with us today, where we have been empowered them with a lot of CAD solutions, lot of automation solutions, just to eradicate the manual workflow that they are going through in the present generation. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the session, and I would like to thank each and everyone for giving me this opportunity. Particularly, Mr. Ravi sir is not here at the moment. Okay, yeah, Ravi sir has been a crucial part of this particular deal for 2 decades, and me and Akhil and Funny has been in touch with Ravi sir from a long time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your wonderful time. If you have any queries, if you have any detailed demonstration that you need of this CAD solutions, that's my name, Srikar Sharma, and that's Funny Kumar, who is again proudest alumni of Cipet, who is my manager. So you can directly contact him or me if you want any detailed presentation or any detailed demonstration, so that you can also include your CAD solutions in your organization or in your college as well, so that the upcoming generation, the upcoming budding engineers who are coming out of the organization, who are coming out of the colleges these days, will just think that CAD is not a 3D modeling software solely built on that one. CAD can do multiple things, excluding 3D modeling design as well. On that note, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I conclude my session. Any questions you may directly ask me now. Alright then. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for your lecture. The real-world applications and insights you have shared were especially valuable and gave us a deeper perspective on how AI is transforming and design processes. Thank you very much once again for your comprehensive and thought-provoking lecture. Thank you very much, sir. And I request all the participants You have a participation form in that file. So I request everyone to please fill that form, and compulsory you need to return that. And now we have Sanatan sir. We'll have the interaction session.
Good afternoon to one and all. Now Sanatan sir will be interacting with you. It's a one-to-one brainstorming session. What government is thinking, what are your questions you can ask directly to the sir. So sir will be short. అది కాదు ఫస్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత చేద్దాం. నా ప్రెజెంటేషన్ సార్ अब ऊपर आ जाइए जी. Sir, it's a one-to-one session, sir. You have any queries or any questions? What about this RAM? How government used to help you? What type of incentive benefits? You can ask to Sanatan's house, sir. Sir, anyone any question to the sir regarding the RAM? What facilities they want to give? What up you want?
Hello.
Sir, small request. Lunch is also on.
సార్ ఇది ఇప్పుడు మా మైక్రో ఇండస్ట్రీస్లో ఇమీడియట్లీ ర్యాంప్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసేయాలంటే స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ డైరెక్ట్ మాకు ఏం ఇన్పుట్ ఇస్తుంది సార్? మైక్రో ఇండస్ట్రీస్ కు ఆల్రెడీ డైరెక్ట్ ర్యాంప్ ఏ విధంగా సర్వైవ్ అవుతుంది?
They are existing. Sir, they are existing industry. What support you get they ask?
Like I told, there are 10 different project components are there, and we have to see the objective of each project component and where you can take the benefit. Number one, first component we are leaving it out. That is MSME consolidated MSME database. Commissioner of Industries, this database is prepared. But second component is important. That is EDCs at all DICs. Enterprise development centers are going to be organized. They are going to be operational. They are already operational in all district centers. And my friend, I think you are the EDC manager. She is the EDC manager. She is stationed at DIC Hyderabad. She is assisted with another assistant EDC manager. They are the first point of contact as far as the industrial promotion is concerned in each district. So what will happen? There are n number of issues are there. It may be not only the problems, rather prospects also are there. Suppose there are 5 different things are there. Number one, you know, infrastructure development. We know we are having another issue is that our marketing. Another is finance. Another is skill. Another is management. So these 4-5 sectors are there. Wherever your improvement or problems, you can directly contact. Single point contact is our madam. You can tell your name, madam. You are all from Hyderabad district.
Anybody from Hyderabad district? Okay, Major Malka speaking. Sir, please give me your card. I'll connect to my team. Every district has an EDC manager and an assistant manager who could actually come to the district industry center of each district. We can actually help you to connect with the DICs, GMs and ADs, and you can actually talk to them directly also. we'll support in that way. If there is any support, we can even connect to the institutions that you are looking any help or something like that.
Sir, one more thing to add. Already we gave some forms. We gave some forms also.
Yeah, of the team also.
Already some of our
Kartika sir.
Yesterday you called me, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, actually, today we have collected some of the trees. We had a Google form. We will come over your office and we will collect what is the challenges. If it is a micro industry or small industry, what is the challenges? Sir has told, Hyderabad guys have most told skill training problem. Okay, that is one technology problem. Person has to be there available. Somebody may have material problem. Availability of raw material. Either it is a plastic or it may be a steel material. Somebody may be having vacuum hardening, plasma nitrating, such type of things, because we are going to the normal heat treatment only. We don't have specialized technology for doing heat treatment for dyes and molds. Actually, special heat treatment process is there. So these are all the things which industry cannot build for own, because it is only outsourcing of 10 to 15%, where your time consuming is more. So you have to identify such type of gap. నేను బిజినెస్ లో నాకు ఎక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, ఇది ఎంత టైం నన్ను కన్సూమ్ చేసుకుంటుంది, ఎంత అమౌంట్ స్పెండ్ చేస్తాను, దీన్ని మనకి రెగ్యులర్ గా సమ్ ప్లేసెస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అవైలబుల్, ఐ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్. రిలయబుల్ పర్సన్ హ్యాస్ టు సిట్ దేర్, పర్సన్ హ్యాస్ టు డూ యువర్ వర్క్ ఆన్ బిహాఫ్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ డిజైన్ ఆర్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్, even we can give you a component drawing, somebody make a balloon and then they can give you how to make the inspection chart. If they give it to you, you can train somebody, or they can do the inspection and they can give it to you. So these are all the quality parameters we can improve your organization. Those challenges మీరు చెప్పొచ్చు, ఆ ఫామ్ లో మీరు రాసి ఇవ్వచ్చు, సార్ మాకు ఈ సెక్టర్ లో ఈ దాంట్లో మాకు మ్యాన్ పవర్ లేదు. ఇదన్నీ మేము కలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం. వీఆర్ ఓన్లీ ద కలెక్టింగ్ ఏజెన్సీ. And after all the challenges received, maybe the words may be different, but the challenges faced by the industries are same. Infrastructure problem, power problem, energy sector, subsidies, and then skill training, and the technology problem, laser, even a software problem, tally problems, whatever it is. If somebody can make a small software suitable for the automation for your industry, it is a big boon for the industry, whether it may be a micro or small. These inputs, our people will come to your place, and my sincere request is you have to spend 15 minutes for the, we cannot go to 500 micro industries. It is a sampling study. You people that come forward and attended, so you are interested from my point of view. So on behalf of micro industries, what is the problem they are facing? Your problem will be represented to the, we are selecting the politicians like that only. They are the representatives for the entire constituency like that. Some 10 micro industries, 10 small industries can give their problem. We take it into the capitalizing all those things in the general terms, and we will submit to the solution with the solutions with the, as solves the 3-tier system. Micro industries ki em software iyali, em type of technology iste vaadu they can go up double or triple the scale of business. With the budget we will suggest. For small industry, what is the solution you have to give? For the medium industry, what is the solution you have to give? And then all three together, we have to select a common facility center. ekkada pettali, వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కడ ప్లేస్ ఉంది, అక్కడ ఇదన్నీ పెడితే on subsidiable basis we can send some people and we can buy everything and we can do services there with a less cost and subsidized cost. For that only the project money has been sanctioned, I suppose. I am correct, sir.
There is other schemes for the for infrastructure development. There is no fund is available in the under RAM scheme. But there is other schemes in the Department of Industries, I mean the Government of Telangana under the MSME policy, different schemes are there. So it can be linked to the BPT schemes. So that possibility there, like CFC or adoption of advanced technology, including advanced machinery and equipments. Certain incentives have been provided under those schemes. Like very good name, the Yantram scheme. Yantram scheme is there under this MSME policy. So there people are encouraged to add other infrastructures. Yantram scheme under MSME policy 2020. Okay, Mudra scheme. So the schemes, BPT schemes can be interlinked.
Any challenges you are facing it, depth of manpower, whatever it is there, we can on the time of our people comes and having the survey, we can freely mention it, and as Madam told, they are also ready to discuss for all those things. This is a good opportunity so that direct industries and implementing people can interact, and we can give a better solution for the government of Telangana so that the ease of business will be doing is good. That is the motto of this workshop actually.
Sir, hope everyone got the folder, sir. In that one form is there, sir. You can just fill this form, sir.
This is the preliminary form. Then we will come back to you in your, by calling you, and we can come and see your organization. One, we can understand what is the problem you are facing it. We will discuss and we will enter it. Then we collect all the things and we compile it and we will go for solutions. After taking the solution, again you will be called to discuss, and because validation has to be done. It is not like that whatever we feel and we suggest to the, because you are the people going to benefit out of it. That will be done for the validation. That's what he said. After that validation only the complete sector will complete. There, like that they are given 10 sectors. This is second sector I am doing it. I don't know how many days it will take for going it another sectors. Anyway, it is all your cooperation, it will be carried out. Any other doubts on this? మీకు అర్థమైందా సార్? మీ దగ్గర వస్తాం సార్. We will come to you and with the, by taking a clear appointment, and we will discuss with you what type of automation can be done, or what are the suppose some billing, invoicing, and then inspection, what type of software can be built to, so that everybody can avail the ease of mobile itself. That and all we will discuss, sir. Solutions will be provided based on the challenges. We will suggest, we will submit to the Department of Industries. Yes.
Sir, inka 15 forms radananta, sir. Request to fill and give back to them, sir.
Those who are filled, Pramod, please correct.
Sir, like this, we did one session at Challapalli. So many people suggested that Barlar is a hub over, sir, for polishing and whole type of stuff. Our main concentration was here. That's why we hired this all and we are doing this. And I also request everyone, many sirs have come to Cipet. Again, many have seen Cipet, sir. I request once again to come to Cipet. There was tool room is also developed over there. There are many students over there, like they are passed out from Cipet only. There are some batchmates, classmates, our trainees, alumni. You can once again also come to Cipet and you can see, sir. And once again request all to fill up this form, sir. Once you fill up this, we will compile and we will call you. And as per your suitable time only, we will come. We will have interaction with you for 10 to 15 minutes. Then we will fill this form. We will come back to Cipet. We will file the information and we will submit to the concerned department, sir. Still 15 forms ravalanta, sir. Please fill up it.
Come in contact with our EDC managers and assistant managers. There are also a couple of programs are there, like thematic based training programs are there. One day training programs are there. It is access to finance, access to market, access to technology, access to government of India schemes, state government schemes. There are different programs are there. When you are contacting the EDC managers or EDC, you can understand what programs are going to be conducted at your districts, in your districts. That can be there. That is on the second component. Third component is also further important because you are in the dyeing and tooling industry, and design is a very big concern in your sector. And for the design development, series of programs are being intervened by IIT Hyderabad, and they are conducting the training programs on specific areas, and you can also interact with them, and you can suggest certain programs which may be beneficial for you people. That also can be. About 40 programs are being planned by the IIT Hyderabad, especially as far as design is concerned, artificial intelligence, virtual intelligence, reality is concerned. So those areas are concerned. Not only that, even you can be an incubator. They can mentor you to design, develop, to develop the designs at your place. Certain training programs can be conducted at Hyderabad, and same thing can be done at your place. So for that purpose, it is requested again through EDC or through, you can take my number also, I will give my number, and you can contact us. You can be connected to IIT Hyderabad, where whenever they are conducting any programs, you can get the information. Based upon the requirement, you can take part in those things. This is regarding design. And next one is our like import substitution, TGTPC, import and exports. Our TGTPC is organizing. And whenever they are organizing certain programs, awareness programs on import substitution, we have to check it out whether this tooling and dye sector is, I think plastic is a sector they have identified. Plastic and polymer sector has been identified. so that the ancillary unit sector, you can also be part of that. So what happened? Please be in touch with the TGTPC. Whenever they are conducting these programs, awareness programs, you can take part. Number one. Number two, if this tooling and die sector can be a part of that, you can emphasize upon that. So this can be another product where the import substitution can be possible. At present, to my knowledge, because I am from the footwear industry, and footwear industry, you know that for manufacturing soles, the lot of dies, different sizes, different designs are being developed, and very quickly it is changed. So that's why even if I'm not wrong, 75% से ज़्यादा, more than 75% dies and molds are being imported from China because of your precision quality, because of the quick delivery time and cost also. So question comes, we in India, we are very much capable, focused upon, and it is quite possible so that we can reduce that import substitution. For that purpose, TGTPC, the single point contact, you can visit that TGTPC, you can see what they are going to do and whether the tooling industry can be a part of that or not. So they are once they are identifying your sector, they will study what the products are being imported and adoption and how the prototypes can be developed, even with your help or with the help of any research institutes or a network that also can be developed. And not only that, 100 MSMEs will be provided handholding support to produce those import substitute products so that it can be linked with the user industry. Similarly, in the exports, if you are interested into exports, the RBSMs are being conducted in different sectors. Whether it is core sector or ancillary sector, you can also take part in those RBSMs so that you will be directly, possibilities also there. Another thing is that always finance is a problem. And everybody, the cash flow is always a constraint for MSME industry, especially working capital is concerned. For that purpose, TIA is still there. And about 110 units straight in that. So you can also take that help, whether if you are capable, if you are fulfilling the eligible criteria, then you can also be considered for that. So that is under that TIA. Greening, if your energy intensive is there, rich people are there, audit. Energy audit is possible, free of cost. And if you are interested to adopt advanced technology, that can be linked to the other schemes that is promoted by CDB, especially our rich and gift and spice, that is for the green tech. And so it is only for MSME, nothing else. Okay.
You can address.
Thank you.
So good afternoon, one and all. I'm Karthika. So I'm the EDC manager from RAM. We are recruited through NIMSME. So are all comfortable with Telugu? Will that be fine? Fine? Okay, na అందరికి. సో ప్రతి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లో మా ర్యాంక్ వాళ్ళు ఒక మేనేజర్ని అసిస్టెంట్ మేనేజర్ని పెట్టారండి. సో మేము డిఐసిస్తో పాటే వర్క్ చేస్తామన్నమాట. సో మేము T2 ఇంటర్వెన్షన్ అనేది చూస్తున్నాము. T2 ఇంటర్వెన్షన్లో ఏంటంటే హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ సపోర్ట్ అనేది ఇస్తాము, ఇంకా వన్ డే అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అనేది కండక్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం సార్. సో ఈ వన్ డే అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్లో మేము 20 థీమాటిక్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ మీద చేస్తాము. జీరో ఎఫెక్ట్ జీరో డిఫెక్ట్ అనేది దాని మీద చెప్తాం. సో ఈ ONDC జెమ్ అనేవి ఏంటి అంటే లైక్ సిమిలర్ టు ఈ మార్కెట్ లైక్ ఈకామర్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, లైక్ అమెజాన్ కానీ ఇట్లా మీరు కూడా మీ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అనేది అక్కడ సెల్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇట్లాంటి టాపిక్స్ మీద మేము ఫర్దర్ మీకు ఇంకా స్కేలప్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఇలా కూడా హెల్ప్ చేస్తాం. దీంతో పాటు గవర్నమెంట్ స్కీమ్స్ అనే వాటి మీద కూడా మేము అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అనేవి చేస్తామండి. సో అది మీ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ వీటిలో ఉంటాయి. ఫర్ సపోజ్ మీకు ఇంకా డిఐసిస్ నుంచి సబ్సిడీస్ ఏవో రాలేదని చెప్తూ ఉన్నారు. సో వాటికి ఏంటంటే బెటర్ మేము GMDIC సర్స్ వాళ్ళతోటి ఏడీ మేడమ్స్ తోటి మేము మిమ్మల్ని డైరెక్ట్గా కనెక్ట్ చేసే ఫెసిలిటీ కూడా మేము ఇస్తాము. అలా కాకపోయినా ఉద్యమం కానీ ఇవి కానీ మీకు ఏమైనా సర్టిఫికేషన్స్ ఇవ్వన్నా కూడా మేము చేయగలిగినంత వరకు చేస్తాము, లేకపోతే కన్సర్న్ వాళ్ళకి ఈజీగా మేము డైరెక్ట్ చేయగలుగుతాము మిమ్మల్ని. సో అలాంటి కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సపోర్ట్ మా దగ్గర నుంచి దొరుకుతుంది. సో మోస్ట్లీ ఆల్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఆర్ ఇన్ కుక్కట్పల్లి అండ్ దీస్ ఏరియాస్లో కదా. సో ఇదంతా మేడ్చల్ మల్కాజ్గిరికనే వెళ్తుందండి. ఐ షేర్ మై మేనేజర్ వాళ్ళ డీటెయిల్స్ పంపుతాను. యూ కెన్ హ్యాపీలీ గో దేర్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ టాక్. మోస్ట్లీ అవాయిడ్ మండేస్, బికాస్ మండేస్ అనే వాళ్ళు ప్రజావాణి అనే ఒక ప్రోగ్రాంలో ఉంటారు. సో ఉండరు. సో బెటర్ ఆఫ్టర్ మండే యూ కెన్ హ్యాపీలీ గో టు ఆర్ డిఐసీస్, మా వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, మీరు అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి మాట్లాడుకొని వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఇష్యూ ఇస్ యూ విల్ బి గెట్ రిజాల్వ్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ యూ విల్ అట్లీస్ట్ గెట్ ఎ కాంటాక్ట్ ఫర్ దాట్. సో ఇది అన్నమాట ర్యాంప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో స్పెసిఫిక్లీ మీకు ఏమైనా ట్రైనింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కానీ లైక్ స్కీమ్ అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కానీ ఏదైనా ఉన్నా మీరు ఫెసిలిటేట్ ఫర్ యూ దట్స్ మీ ఉన్న ట్రైనింగ్ సెంటర్సే కానీ అవి కానీ మీకు దగ్గరలోకి వచ్చి కూడా మేము చెప్పడానికి రెడీగా ఉన్నాం. అండ్ ఫర్దర్ సపోర్ట్ క్రెడిట్ లింకేజెస్ కానీ ఇలా డిజిటల్ మార్కెటింగ్ కానీ, ఎందుకంటే మన ఎన్స్మీలోనే వీ డూ హ్యావ్ అ సపరేట్ సెల్ ఫర్ దిస్ డిజిటల్ మార్కెటింగ్ అండ్ బ్రాండింగ్. సో వాళ్ళకు కూడా మేము కనెక్ట్ చేసే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ మీ జెమ్ కానీ ఓఎన్డీసీ కానీ లేకపోతే ఈ ఐపీఆర్స్ కానీ వీటన్నిటికీ మా దగ్గర సెల్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఈజీగా కనెక్ట్ చేసి మీకు హెల్ప్ చేయగలుగుతాం అనమాట. సో నేను నా నంబర్ కూడా ఇస్తాను, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ ప్లీజ్ నోట్ ఇట్ డౌన్. సో యా ప్లీజ్ 94 91 788 015 అని రిపీట్ చేస్తాను, 9491788015. నా పేరు కార్తిక, నేను ఈడీసీ మేనేజర్ హైదరాబాద్ అండి. ఈవెన్ హైదరాబాద్లో మీకు తెలిసిన ఏమైనా యూనిట్స్ కానీ ఏమున్నా నాకు చెప్పండి, సో దట్ నేను కండక్ట్ చేయగలుగుతాను. సో రీసెంట్గా మాకు ఒక టాస్క్ అనేది ఇచ్చారు. ఏంటి అంటే ఎవరైతే ప్రోటోటైపింగ్ కానీ ఇన్నోవేషన్ కానీ చేసే ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఉన్నారనుకో, దే ఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫర్ కొత్తగా చేస్తున్నారు, దే నీడ్ హెల్ప్ ఇన్ ప్రోటోటైపింగ్ కానీ లైక్ రిసర్చ్ అండ్ విజిట్ ఫర్ ద కీవర్డ్స్. అండ్ ఈవెన్ అక్కడే మేము మీకు ఒక అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా చేద్దామనే ప్లాన్లో ఉన్నాం. సో ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో మీ డేటా అనేది ఐ విల్ బి షేరింగ్ విత్ అవర్ టీమ్ హూ ఇస్ ఇన్ మేడ్చల్ మల్కాజ్గిరి. అండ్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ వాళ్ళు ఉంటే ప్లీజ్ గివ్ మీ ద కార్డ్ సో దట్ ఐ కెన్ పుట్ అ వర్డ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ ఆఫ్టర్ ద మీటింగ్ యాజ్ వెల్. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ రవి గారు ఫర్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ సార్, అండ్ సనాతన్ జీ ఆల్సో. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Sir, thank you very much, madam. Sir, I once again request all these forms మేము కంపేర్ చేసి మీకు మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తాము. And call చేసి with your permission, with your time, we will call you and we will come to you and we will interact with you. And one more thing, sir, already we have one form over there which is already a Google form we have circulated. Already it has been circulated and already it has been in the Google form. You give your number, sir. You can hire them, you can have a pot, whatever, that is a different thing, sir. One day we'll have a meeting, industry interaction meet. That time sir will make clear your responsibilities, our role, and how we can partner each other. And I'm really thankful to all the officials who have and the industry people who have come here, and especially to Ravi sir and to Rajan sir who have been here and sparing the time. Yes sir, it is a very short time. Yesterday sir was staying, I spoke with sir over there. And also to the Electric Boards and Director sir, Srinivas sir, and also to Sanatan Sahu sir, and also from Edrock, and Mr. Srikar Sharma. Okay, I am also Srikar and happy. And also, I would like, and one more thing, sir, we have a lunch session. Means after this session, we have lunch. I request everyone to join us for lunch, sir, because we have put a lot of effort for this. And today, just now, we came to have that from Sanatan sir. Sir, MSP people are also doing some association, they are doing some program over here. So many people, association partners, when we call them, association officials, they said, sir, we already have some program over there. That's why this office is also empty. When we went over there, when we went to call assistant director and directors over there, they said that we have already have a program at Begumpet and they left over there. Thankful to, and hope we will partner together. But because if you fill the data over there, we'll collect it, we compile it, and we will try to find a suitable solution and receive good support from Sanathan's house. Yes.